The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. At their own 25. Quick pass to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
The Mustangs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He's got it down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, SMU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Farmer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Bringing the heat. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. It's in the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Rush is on him. They're working that left side. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chain's wove, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. The Knights will try to punch it in on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. He's got the back of the net. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Going to look downfield again. Buys a little time with his feet. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up with protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up the safety.
I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Tight end now in motion. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
4th down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, UCF! Oh,
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Minnesota. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's got him. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He might want another play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone. This court.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point two-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And that's where they'll have to down it just inside the 50-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. It's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first.
Touchdown, UCF! Fired in from the red zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Knights. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They get to the line quickly. Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Cooper. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Snatches it on the right. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
SMU 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Farmer. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Holstein. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll throw it. This one's complete. Turns it on in midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Grab near the marker is Farmer. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Mustangs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Dropping back, it's Holstein. They've got the screen set up. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking left. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing.
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions with C-zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's moving out of the pocket. Find some fresh air. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too.
He's got it inside the 30. Breaks into the open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
And the Mustangs are rolling down the field. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
He'll set up to throw. Quick strike complete. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he makes it a 3-possession game.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Coming out with it, it's Farmer.
Returner is brought down at the 14. And your UCF Knights will take over 1st and 10.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. To the air, it's Holstein. Gets it out fast. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackling.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good.
Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And talk about being an impact